offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Smith dropping to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panther!
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, and you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. A first down for the offense. They'll try the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying to get the corner.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Now, fourth down.
The Huskies will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
Take over. First and 10.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pass on the way, and it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. He slings it deep to the left. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Georgia State jumps back to the line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Fair catch called for and made. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. It's Harris. Turns it on in midfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia State 14, Northern Illinois 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to it. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it can get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That 1st quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
And the Huskies line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation. Or, what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great in the tackle.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the 1st play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. 2nd play, you get your quarterback sacked. And then 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to the end.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dances away from the heat. Looking down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job.
And the ball's on the ground. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know... indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Still running at the 40. Afterburner's coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, looking to pass. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Touchdown, Georgia State. And the punishment has been extended.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Quick completion on the out. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. He'll keep it himself. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Smith wants to throw. A little release to the back. Smashes in with the stiff arm. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Panthers are rolling down the field. He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll try the outside to the left. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
A lot of times as a defense, you prepare for all the different athletes and trying to stop everybody, and then you go, oh, wait, I got to stop the guy with the football, too. And you could tell they ran the option. They had a lot of things defended, but they didn't stop the quarterback. He gets the first down and makes a big play.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Smith dropping to pass. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired. They're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. A shot toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. You can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Finds his big tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Comes out throwing on first down. The sure hands, it's Harris. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires one high and deep. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing?
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. The running back has it. At the 15, he's loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
He's taking the deep shot. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback checking off. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
And it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.